Hello. I've had this MacBook for a few days now, and just wanted to share my personal experience. It's a bit subjective, but first, let me give you my conclusion. I'm extremely satisfied with this laptop. I feel incredibly happy with it. Saying I wish I'd found it sooner is a bit of an exaggeration, because I couldn't have bought it for such a low price before. First of all, the build quality. Look at this. It's probably CNC machined. Furthermore, it has higher hardness. If you buy an aluminum alloy laptop under 5,000 yuan, although it may be thinner and lighter, you know that it will bend a little if you bend it. Its hardness is not as high. This is also an advantage. It is just a little thicker and heavier. I think it's just okay. While not exactly lightweight, the weight is acceptable. As for the ports, there are only 3, 2 Type-C and 1 3.5mm headphone jack. Honestly, the 3.5mm headphone jack seems unnecessary. Even Apple's own phones don't have a 3.5mm jack. Am I supposed to carry around several different types of headphones or adapters? And this Type-C port is fully functional. It can connect to any monitor. It doesn't really matter. This laptop is for light use, and you're unlikely to be connecting it to multiple monitors due to its performance or usage scenarios. However, if these two could be made to be blind pluggable, I think that would be great. You could connect either one and use it, but only one could be used at a time. Then, regarding the screen, many bloggers say it has a low color gamut, but actually it's not that low, maybe just a little bit. I bought the lowest configuration, so it doesn't have this feature called Touch ID, but I don't really care. This is enough for me. It's a bit inconvenient when you need to enter your password, like when downloading an app or doing something else. You have to enter it manually. The current ID version is 500 yuan more expensive, and I don't think the extra storage is worthwhile because the usage scenarios for this laptop don't make much difference. Because with that little extra storage, you can't download many movies or anything, and it just takes up a lot of storage space. As for games, well, this computer isn't really for gaming, so it's completely unnecessary. And speaking of the screen, while I'm quite satisfied with it, even if it's not 100% color gamut, the display is fine, and it's probably a 2K screen. The text clarity is excellent, and the screen is glossy, making it look brighter and clearer. And then, well, I feel like I can't really see much difference in color in everyday life. And my computer screen isn't a super high-end screen, but it's still a 4K high refresh rate screen, and it's relatively inexpensive. Anyway, I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with this screen. Another point I highly recommend is that if you're considering buying a tablet, you should definitely consider this laptop as well. It's priced similarly to a tablet, but it's essentially a tablet max. That's why I suggest buying it. Because of its. After all, it's a computer system, so it can do more things and is better compatible with productivity and entertainment. However, if you have a strong need for a stylus, you should still buy a tablet, because you need to use a stylus for drawing or taking notes. Oh, and if you want to use a tablet for gaming, it definitely won't work for gaming. I think using this for gaming is pure torture. Why? Because this screen only has a 60 Hz refresh rate. A 60 Hz refresh rate isn't inherently bad. The animations won't be choppy, or videos will stutter. However, the 60 Hz refresh rate makes the mouse extremely difficult to use. Even with a mouse I'm used to the smoothness of a high refresh rate, this 60 Hz mouse is completely unresponsive. And it has mouse acceleration by default. Even if you turn that off, it's still unresponsive and incredibly frustrating. Furthermore, external monitors only support up to 60 Hz refresh rates. So no matter what, you're using this for gaming, not this laptop. All I can say is if you're going to play games, you'd better buy something else. Like me, I have a desktop computer, so it doesn't matter to me. Also, its steering wheel is small. The half-height directional key is TSK. You sometimes use this key when playing small games, so it's quite inconvenient. Playing games purely with the keyboard feels uncomfortable. These shortcut keys are quite convenient. This one also exists on Windows, but I prefer the F5 key, which is the voice input key. For example, to open WPS. Press the F5 to enable voice input. Under the scorching sun, sweat drips onto the soil. Who knows the toil behind every grain of rice on the plate? I didn't take a picture, but you can see it's very enjoyable. Of course, this system sometimes has bugs. Just now, because the F5 key wasn't working, I restarted the computer. This computer does have some minor bugs in daily use, but I mainly use it for watching online videos. I only look at my MacBook. I mainly use this suffering browser to watch videos. Also, Tencent sometimes has meetings, and the timing seems a bit off. I watched it all day yesterday, but for some reason it didn't show up. Normally, I just use this browser to watch online videos like Bilibili and Douyin. My minimum battery life is 8 hours. If it were completely out of power, I think it could last 10 hours, but I haven't tried it. Because, well, and also, I've been using it a lot these past few days, basically every day otherwise. You can see that this is probably around 80%, and this line should be around 75%, maybe 90%. Anyway. I've been watching it for the past few days, for about 3 hours now. Basically, it should have a minimum battery life of 8 hours, depending entirely on the automatic brightness adjustment. I also quite like the liquid glass effect it created. The three main advantages of this screen are that although it doesn't have 100% color gamut, the display is clear enough, and I've used it for a long time these past few days without experiencing any eye discomfort, so I guess it's eye-friendly. The chassis has a CNC machine feel, making it rigid and quite stiff. I also think the speakers are good, but sound quality is rather subjective. My soul is out of control, dark clouds are descending, and I'm being dragged along by them. Quietly, silently I leave. The sound quality is subjective. I might not be able to capture it perfectly in my recording. Anyway, I personally feel the sound quality is pretty good. When you buy a gaming laptop, you can't expect everything to be perfect. Sometimes you might make a mistake and buy a laptop with terrible sound quality and a large speaker. Anyway, while this laptop is cheap and has some price cuts, I can only say that Cook's price cuts this time are very precise. He cut corners, but he didn't cut the core experience, so you still have a very good experience. Another point is, this camera, well, it's basically just for taking pictures of people to get a clear look at their faces. This is really annoying. You can only use it for meetings or online classes. It can only get a clear picture of people, not very clear, but it's not a big deal, right? It's cheap, only 3,400 yuan. Then what? What's really annoying is that its 60 Hz refresh rate makes the mouse practically unusable, which is a major drawback. It's extremely difficult to use the mouse to move the mouse around, but that's perfectly fine. Then I downloaded Google Chrome for the Safari browser, but I feel that's enough for now. So I stopped using other browsers. It actually has some pretty useful keyboard shortcuts. Command, Shift, and if you press 3, you get a full screenshot. If you press 5, you get screen recording. So I haven't tried it myself, but I feel that with these features, you don't need to download those other software separately. Also, the software installation logic is actually quite simple. You can learn it online. The overall system isn't that difficult to get started with. You can take a look at this CPU. Anyway, in daily use, I haven't experienced any issues. I've never seen it fully loaded with memory. It uses about 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it fills up almost quickly, but there's no lag in daily use. I usually just open a few small applications and watch videos in the browser. I haven't used WPS extensively, so I can't really comment on it. But if you're really going to be doing heavy workloads, I think WPS might be better. I don't know how it handles multi-window operations, even though it has a front-end scheduling feature. Some situations involve heavy use where you need flexible routing, or you need to switch between mini spreadsheets. I don't know what to say anymore. Well, to sum it up, I think within 5,000 yuan, this one surpasses everything else in terms of build quality, screen, and sound. There are none, or very few. Then, if you're a heavy spreadsheet user, I suggest you buy a Windows laptop because Office is definitely easier to use on Windows. Otherwise, if you're using it for studying, light entertainment, or light office work, I highly recommend this laptop. I was particularly impressed with its battery life, and it didn't disappoint at all. I'm very satisfied. Then I suggest that if you're buying a tablet, you should also consider this laptop. A laptop can completely serve as a high-end alternative to a tablet. You can use it to watch videos, and even rest it on your chest without any major problems. Tablets are better than this laptop, except for handwriting input and gaming. The price is similar to a tablet, which is very cost-effective. However, there is one drawback. The surface is a bit sharp and can pinch your hand when you open the lid, especially if your hand is pressed tightly against your body or there is flesh on it. This is a major drawback. My purchase advice is to just buy the 256 gigabytes version. The extra storage is not very useful, except for the fingerprint unlock. I think it's better to just manually enter the password and save a few hundred yuan. As for the color, don't buy the one that attracts fingerprints. I forget which one, but just search for fingerprint-prone colors online. I feel like if you get fingerprints on it, it will be very uncomfortable to use in daily life. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.